to record, and then I'm going to share my screen. Screen 2, share. Where's that? Okay. All right. So today we have a very simple day. We are going to do a couple of updates, and then we're going to do a reading assignment, and then again, a couple of exercises, okay? I know the beginning of the course is a little bit slow and dry. That is simply the material that we have to get through to the fun stuff, okay? So we're going to do a bit of reading today, and then on today's Thursday, we are going to go ahead and do some more activities, okay? So a couple of updates for you. If you had multiple missing assignments, I emailed you yesterday, okay? Quarter grades are open for teachers. So what that means is if you have a couple of missing assignments, you're probably failing this course, okay? You need to get those in. I gave you a deadline of Friday, okay? Because I believe that's the latest that I can turn in grades for you guys. If you have any missing assignments from anything we've done so far, you have until Friday, okay? I've had a couple of students return assignments to me saying, hey, I made the changes. I'm not regrading assignments unless I state so. Okay, so the idea behind those comments for you was for you to do it correctly on the next opportunity. Okay. From now on, you will have 1 week after the due date to turn in a missing assignment. Okay. Everything is posted. Everything is on video. You can always email me. So if you have questions, you need to get those to me and you need to turn in your assignments, okay? I'm going to leave them as blanks because if I enter a 0, then it shows that you have no missing assignments, okay? I'm just going to leave them blank even after a week. You're just not going to be able to turn it in, okay? Are there questions about turning in late assignments? Do not hear any. And let me open up the chat here to make sure. No, I don't see any on the chat. Okay, so that's how that's going to be. I know that just now I was notified that it's kind of hard to find the Zoom link. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a Google assignment up, or is an assignment up in Google Classroom. It'll just be the link to the Zoom, and I'll always leave it up at the top of the classwork so that you guys don't have to search through the stream in order to find it. Okay. Is there any other helpful hints as far as things are getting hard to find on Google Classroom? I don't know where to look for things. Is there anything else that I can do in order to keep the class online organized for you guys? Go ahead and put them in the chat box. I'll give you a couple of minutes here. Okay. That's put the Zoom link at the top of the stream. Okay. So instead of doing the stream, putting it at the top of the stream, I'll put it at the top of the classwork for you guys, because that I can manipulate a lot easier than I can the stream. Okay. All right. I'm also like really low here because my desk chair broke. So I'm sitting in a different chair. So sorry if my picture looks a little weird. Okay. Updates, or excuse me, assignment. I posted chapter 2, okay, under the general class materials. I want you to read the textbook pages 34 to 55. That's not all words. There are a lot of big pictures that take up almost an entire page, okay? And then I would like you to do these exercises, okay? This is all on the Google Classroom assignment, but what I want you guys to do is I want you to go ahead and open the textbook, and I'm going to show you something here. Where'd it go? Dang it. Okay. So I'd like everybody to go ahead and get their textbook open. I'm gonna give you a few minutes to get into classroom and get to chapter 2 and get that open. You guys are working in chapter 2 today. Chapter 2, part 1. Part 2 is just because the chapter was so long, the scanner wouldn't let me do it as one document. Yeah, so I see quite a few of you have it open. Good. Okay. So, again, we've gone over the section headers here for you guys in order to help you figure out where you are in the textbook. Okay. This is more of how a standard chapter is going to look. What I'm going to have us do on Thursday, sorry, my weeks are all mixed up because we pushed it back a day. Okay. We're going to do more of these charts. I was going to mail them to you, but instead I'm trying to get them to be fillable PDFs so you guys don't have to print them or have copies and that kind of stuff. Okay. So we will go through these hopefully on Thursday. Okay. Study section 1. This is the important information that came out of the first section. Okay. This textbook is really good about giving you a lot of information and then breaking it down and saying, hey, look, here's the important stuff. Okay. So there's a good piece there. Coming through, if they want something to be very obvious, they will typically put it in a table or into a chart. Okay. These are things that you should pay close attention to. This is a lot of words. Some people get lost in the words. Okay. If you're really getting struggled, look for the table of important information and try to distinguish what you're going through through this. Okay. So you guys are going to read. Here's the textbook pages. You're reading from textbook page 34 to 55. The last couple of exercises are in section 2, or excuse me, part 2. Okay, so it's a different PDF file because it wouldn't all fit into one scan. Okay. So if you guys have questions, I will have the Zoom open. In order to receive credit for today, you will need to take a picture of your ISN with those different exercises completed. Okay. It may be easier for you to complete them as you go through. Okay. If you want to leave the meeting, that is totally fine. I will have it up here in case you guys have questions. If you have questions, go ahead and unmute yourself or put it in the chat box or go ahead and get to work.
Do we have to like rewrite the entire question or just write the answer?
For some of the definition kind of stuff, it might be easier like this to write the word and the definition. I wouldn't worry about doing all of the instructions as long as you know what the question is and what the answer is. So that way it's helpful for you to study. That's kind of a convoluted answer, but did that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. Good. All right, guys, let's go ahead and get to work on reading and those exercises.